to Simpler Times Homestead, and today I want to talk to you about the concept of thinking outside of the box. When people hear the term out of the box, they usually think about, there's a box that exists, which are constraints that are placed upon us. And, they could be either rules that we're following or a specific set of guidelines. And thinking outside of the box is generally thought of to think outside of that, to be creative in your thinking, to go above and beyond, to go past what the generally accepted norms and conventions are. I want to relate to you some information that I've read, and I feel it has made a difference in the way I think of things. And this is how I view thinking outside the box. When we wake up in the morning, we wake up on this rectangular box. Our heads are on a rectangular box. We lean over, we turn off the rectangular box that woke us up, and we get up and we go about our business. We go out to the kitchen, we get our food from a rectangular box, we eat it. When we're done, we wash our dishes or rinse them off, put them in a rectangular box that'll wash the dishes for us. We leave our rectangular box that we live in, we get in our car, which is a rectangular box parked on a rectangular driveway, and go to work. When we get to work, it's a big rectangular building, and like a lot of people nowadays, you may work in an office. If you work in an office, there's a chance you either have a small office or a cubicle, which in themselves are boxes. So you go to work, you're sitting in your box, staring at a box while you're typing on a box, and then at the end of the day, you get up, leave your box, go in your box, and drive home to your box. Once you're there, you go inside, you sit on a box couch in front of a TV box, and just sit there and watch whatever's on until it's time to go to bed, at which time you go into your box bedroom, lay on your box bed, and go to sleep, and repeat the same thing in the morning. Now, I'm not saying that any of this is necessarily bad. I understand the need for work. I'm still following some of those too. I live in a house, which is a box. I sleep on a bed, which is a box. I drive a car, which, is the general shape of that. And I understand that people need to do this to survive. But I want to get myself in the habit of, and I want people to start thinking in the habit of thinking outside of that box. Live life outside of that, outside of this false framework that's made up, that everything is just these little compartmentalized boxes. A long time ago, our ancestors, and even the ones that weren't our ancestors, Native Americans, they sat around in circles, around a campfire, which was a circle. They slept in a teepee, which was a circle. Now, I'm not saying you have to go out and sleep in a teepee or even a yurt, which is a circle, but I am saying life is meant to be lived more outside of that box. Think of sitting around a campfire with your friends, a circle around a circle. Go experience what nature has out there. Let's get out of the boxes that we've confined ourselves into the beauty of what God has given us. Again, I'm not saying, quit your job and don't go to work, and if you work in a cubicle, that your life is horrible and whatnot. But I know from my work experience that I'd rather be outside. I'd rather be out in God's creation than sitting in a box, staring at a box, waiting to repeat the same thing over and over again. Anyway, I hope this doesn't come off as angry or as a rant. I hope it comes off more as passion for doing what you love and getting outside and really enjoying the things in life that matter. Before I go, I wanted to mention that this box and circles analogy is not mine. It's something that I've read that Eustace Conway wrote, or at least he spoke about. It was captured very poignantly in Elizabeth Gilbert's book, The Last American Man, where it describes his philosophy on things. In reading that book, there's a lot of good advice in there, especially the circle and the box takeaway. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like these videos, I encourage you to follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel. The links are in the comments below. This has been George with Simpler Times Homestead, reminding you that it's the simpler things in life that matter.